What's going on, ladies and gents? Rocco with mygamingjourney.com, and I am back with another YouTube video. However, I'm very excited because this is the first Marvel Snap video in an ongoing series that I plan on delivering. So, if you were on my stream a week ago, you are aware that I just started playing Marvel Snap roughly about 8 days ago. This is day number 8, and I mentioned that after the first week, I would kind of give my end of week recap, give my thoughts, experiences, and how I feel about the game as a whole. And that's what this video is here to deliver, right? So I'm recording this now at the end of the stream. I just got done doing my second Marvel Snap stream. I meant to record this at the beginning of the stream, but we are going to deliver this as promised. We are going to dive into my deck, my rank, and where I'm sitting at the end of 8 days. So this is the very first blog post that I put up. The moment this video is done being recorded, it will be added in here, embedded into this particular blog post. But if you come over here to mygamingjourney.com, you're more than likely you're going to be watching this on YouTube or another one of the platforms that this is posted on. So with that being said, if you look in the description tab or the comments section, the accompanying blog post link will be added there. So feel free just to open that up, expand it, click on the link. But if you do want to go directly to the website, mygamingjourney.com, at the time of this recording, this will be the top blog post listed. So it's titled Why I Started Playing Marvel Snap and Why I'm Doing It My Way. There's a lot to break down and cover in this particular blog post, and we're not going to read all of it verbatim, but I just like you to see how in depth I like to make my content, basically get everything that's in my head out, put on paper. We'll just call this virtual paper, and you could go through and read it all in its entirety. So let me just take it from the top, and let me say that I love Marvel Snap. I genuinely do. I'm thoroughly enjoying the game. I have no background whatsoever in any trading card games or collectible card games. I believe that's the genre that this would fall into. So I have no prior experience playing Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. I've played, the video game versions of those like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, but I've never done like the whole trading card video game aspect. Like I played Pokemon Red, blue, green, etc. So the video game aspect, but never the trading card aspect of any of those games, right? And the reality is it just never appealed to me, if I'm being honest with you. Like the genre of the game. Why is this moving like this, y'all? Just do this. I don't know what's going on. Zooming in and out is crazy. So we're just gonna have to do this because I don't know what's happening right now. Let's try this one more time. Strange. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but we're not going to get caught up on that. So as I mentioned, I don't have any background experience in trading card games whatsoever. So this is my very first trading card game. I'm loving the game. I'm loving the gameplay. I'm loving how the different cards interact with one another, and basically just the overall feel of what happens, when they interact, the on reveal aspects, the ongoing aspects, and unlocking different cards to basically build my deck. Now, one thing I want to cover, and I don't want to, glaze over this, but when most people dive into a game, they start searching, YouTube videos. So for RTSs, it'll be build orders. For shooters, it'll be, different strong guns. For fighting games, it may be combos, and OP characters. And I'm guessing for, trading card games, you're going to look at putting your deck together and what cards go well with decks. For me personally, I don't do any of that, right? With Marvel Snap, the same way I approach all games for the most part, I don't look at what anyone else is doing because I don't want to be influenced intentionally or unintentionally. So I kind of like to figure things out on my own and get the feel for it on my own, because if I don't do it on my own, let's say if there's a build order in, a RTS, or let's say since we're talking about Marvel Snap, there's a deck that I'm playing against. If I don't lose to the deck, or I don't see what a particular card does to me, it's not going to click in my brain as to why I should be using this in my deck or not, right? So it may come with more headaches, I may lose more, but this is kind of the way things click to me, not only in video games, but just in life, in the world in general. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I haven't looked at any YouTube videos on building decks. I haven't looked at any guides on, on any website whatsoever. I basically take the cards that I have, I build out my deck, I play it out in a way that makes sense to me. And as I unlock new cards, I swap them in and out, test them, and see what works, best for my makeup, right? Um, One thing that's pretty funny, and you'll see this on the most recent stream, the one that I'm currently recording right now, when it finally goes up. I'm just learning how to upgrade cards, right? I'm just learning the whole upgrading card aspect. I don't know any of the different game modes other than just the standard, I'm guessing the rank up game mode. So there are some other game modes that are out now. I'm oblivious to all of them, right? When I say I'm new, I'm new, y'all, and I'm gonna show you where that's landed me with my rank. I'm gonna show you where that's landed me with my decks, and we're gonna play out, a couple games just for this YouTube video, so you can see my thought process in real time and not just in theory of us talking about it, right? So here's the decks that I've built out. Once again, you can read all of this. These are my, in-depth thoughts. So definitely go back. I'm just skimming over it for the sake of this video, but go back and read all of it, and you can see, kind of, my thought process in depth. So this is my main deck, right? Kind of evenly distributed, one cost cards, two cost cards, threes, fours, fives for the most part, and 1/6, right? So we'll play out, as I mentioned, maybe one or two games with each deck, and we can just see this in real time. But the thought process behind it is I want to make sure that I have a balance of our different cost cards. I'm not always going to draw, a particular one cost card, in my deck early on. So I want to make sure that I have enough equally distributed so I can play each turn and I don't necessarily miss a turn. And the method to the madness, Yondu, I like throwing him out there because it allows me to basically knock out and eliminate a low cost card of my opponent. Nightcrawler, if I don't get Yondu, I get Nightcrawler. That allows me to move around the board. So I put him on a particular point, I can move him later, to something that may be a little bit more favorable, if the move permits it, right? Armor, just to make sure nothing can be destroyed. We got Sentinel. I like the aspect of being able to play him and then get that copy directly back into my hand immediately. Mr. Fantastic, like being able to not exploit him, but put him on the middle tile. Even though he's a 1 power card, just get 3 power, on each of the adjacent locations. Punisher, because he scales with all of the different cards that my opponent adds to that particular spot. Jessica Jones, because if I play her, if I don't play in that same spot, in the next turn, I get an extra 5 power. And we're going to go over this in real time as I'm playing the decks out, right? Moon Girl, I like because if I do need to juice up and get a full deck immediately, she will re-up my deck. And I love playing her from turn 4 into turn 5, because Moon Girl into a dinosaur basically is being able to basically maximize all the cards in my hand. If you're not familiar, but Dinosaur, he basically gets +2 points, +2 power for every single card in your hand, right? So I may not have a full hand or a full deck by the time we get down to card 4, but if I play her 4 and then a dinosaur into 5, I'm at least getting a 16-point card that I can plop down anywhere. And if I happen to copy the 2 of them, it's a 16-point card for turn 5 and for turn 6. But if I'm not lucky enough to fill up my deck and get dinosaur in that exchange, then I still have Hulk that I can fall back on for my turn 6 card, right? So that's main deck number 1, and then experimental deck number 2. We'll dive more into this, but yeah, similar in that regard, but just some changes here and there. I have Scorpion in here for Affliction. Nakia, to basically buff the entire hand of whatever's in my hand. She basically ups the ante of, damage. Fury basically plays on 4 for the most part, and he's able to get me some level 6 cards or 6-point cards because I don't have any 6s in my deck, but I still have Moon Girl and Dinosaur, for the exchange of my turn 5, right? So we'll do a couple of games of both. So just so you're looking and you can see my deck, for those of you who are veteran players, you're probably like, this deck is trash, you could do a lot better. Look up some decks of your own, and you very well may be right, right? But in 8 days, this is day number 8 of me playing. This is my current rank, 46 gold, and that's actually not true. We're going to see my current rank when we pop over to the game, because as I mentioned, I meant to record this video when I started the stream. We're doing this towards the end of the stream, and I'm actually higher than the 46 now. So this limited deck of just in the head of yours truly, these two, has allowed me to get to take a quick little gander over here on the game, just so we can see where I'm sitting at now. Okay, if it loads, why are we not loading? What is going on? Why can't I switch over to the game? So it's 53, as you can see. So I'm not quite sure what's going on at this moment in time, but we are 53, right? So just come back over here to the screen, and let's just, I guess, close out all of this at this point in time and see if we can get into the game from there. Okay, we can get into the game like that. All right, good. Bingo. All right, so let's dive over to the game, y'all, and let's actually play a few, and we'll go from there, okay? And then we'll close out this video so I can close out the stream, because I'm tired at this point. Let's dive over into the game. Let's get to work. We'll play out a few and go from there, all right? So, made it up to 53, y'all. Not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad, in my humble opinion, of somebody who's just starting after 8 days and a deck that he's just came up in his own little head, right? Little old me. So we'll play 2 games in the main deck, and then we'll play 2 games in the experimental deck, and then we'll close out this video, right? Any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I'm very, very excited just to add more Marvel Snap content to the website. I'm excited to see what this looks like, right, moving forward, how high I can move up, what cards I can unlock, and things we can do from there. First, the Fieldist gets a copy of their opening hand. Okay, not really to the right. Not really to the right. Okay, we actually can do that. It's just going to move over anyway. Get Sentinel back. Turn 3. When a card moves here, it gives it +2 power. Good to know. A card is actually going to move there, so we're going to play some in mid, because everything's going to move over to the right. Or move you there just so I can take advantage of that. I don't necessarily have a 5 card right now that I drew, unfortunately. Not a 5 card worthwhile, put it like that.
What a game!
Move that over. Bingo. What do we have for 5, y'all? I don't have anything for 5 right now, unfortunately. What do we want to do? We could... No, not necessarily. And then the 6. We could do that. what we could do... No, that's actually probably the best play for now. My thought process is we'll move Nightcrawler potentially over here. That's not nice. Since I'll get 5 on you. And then could do that there. Potentially. What do we think, y'all? No. It's a tough one. Because any set of cards he plays... I don't think I can win this. I'd much rather be safe than sorry. I don't think I can win that. Even though I'm up 9 and 10, I don't have enough firepower that I can add, in my humble opinion. So I'd much rather be safe than sorry in that regard. Shiny logo. Okay, what did I get? Alright, so that's game number 1 with the main deck. And then let's do game 2 with the main deck. As I mentioned, we'll do 2 games of each. So 8 days in, rank 53. Not too bad in my humble opinion, right? In my humble opinion. And I've been beating people vibranium rank tight. What did I go through? And like literally a gold, titanium, vibranium. I lost to a guy who was galactic by 1 point with this little old deck that I created. Draw 1 cost. Okay, from your deck. Dope. All right, nothing special. I don't have any of the Dooms. I don't have Quinjet. First time seeing that. A lot of cards I haven't even seen yet. I don't have any of the Ultrons. I don't have anything. I don't have the Thanoses, the Galactuses. Next card you play here is destroyed. Interesting. Is that true though? Is that true though? Is it really destroyed? Turn, add a rock to the losing player's side after turn 3. Okay. I'm actually okay with that now. Add a rock. Oh wow.
Gotta run, hun.
Four things are kind of coming together. Do I want to play for both of those sets? This will fill my deck up and I'll get my boy again. Moon Girl will play over to the right. I'm okay with that. Just so you can get not an idea, but just so I can kind of mix up KJ as to what I'm playing for. So the idea is dinosaur both turn 5 and 6 is the plan, right? We're going to see what that looks like. If he actually plays it.
I'm about to juice this up.
Bingo. Give one of your 1, 2, 3 characters. Okay. Interesting. Like it. we'll play you for 5. Still the text from an enemy activate card. Yeah, okay. And we don't want you to steal the text from me. I think
Snap.
that's the play. However it plays out, let's see. KJ's is 74 vibranium, so I don't know if that's considered good, bad, or indifferent. Bingo. Yahtzee.
Victory.
Okay. So, not too bad, y'all. I don't, once again, just a little old me doing stuff as to what I see in my little old brain, right? No special decks, no special cards as of yet. I just figured out how to upgrade cards. So that was the main deck. Let's do 2 quick games of the experimental deck. And I just call it experimental because I haven't changed the name yet, but it's my little experiment deck, right? And then we'll wrap up this video. Cards that cost 4 or more can't be played here. Okay, let's start with Nightcrawler there. In the turn, add a 3 power rock to hand if you have none there. Okay. Let's go with Scorpion for turn 3. Let's see what Punisher. Oh. And then I'm guessing this might be a turn 3. Do I want to do... No, it'll probably be better to go with Punisher. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. After you play a card here, add a copy to the opponent's hand. I don't want to add any copies to the opponent's hand, so I'm kind of playing for left and middle. Freak. 4. Let's see.
I still believe in heroes.
Just go and jet do. When discarded, fill your hand with random cards. Okay. Only card there. Freak. Cards that cost 4 or more can't be played there. That causes a problem, doesn't it? Son of a gun.
Snap.
Final turn. I'm okay with playing you there. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Y'all, however it plays out, it plays out. Platinum 59. We can't add any more there. dope. I think we on to something, y'all. Last game, and then we wrap this video up. Escape. Last one, experiment deck 2. So just so you can see what I'm playing, you know, in real time, what I've made in real time. I'm still looking forward to unlocking more cards. I played against my first Thanos deck today, Infinity Stones. It was so dope. That was the galactic or galaxy player that I lost to by 1 point. I was like, that's a dope deck. Infinity Stones everywhere. It was super dope. Played to somebody, Ultron. Played against the Doom individual as well, which was pretty dope. This is turn number 2. Let's do the highest power card here after power doubled. What do we got? After turn 3, all cards here switch sides. Interesting. Well, we're gonna have to wait. Let turn 3 finish up, and we go to work from there. What's this turn 3? Don't want to use you yet.
It's clobbering time.
Jessica Jones. Don't mind if I do. Turn 4. To make some space. I could wait there and just put you in the middle next. Okay. Turn 5. I don't have Oh, that's a nice
Iron Man.
variation. Turn 5. I don't have much to play around with, y'all. Like, sheesh. That wouldn't give me enough to clean that up. How many cards do you have in your hand? You have 3, right? Play you. Play you. Still 4 points. Play you. That might be the best bet.
Snap.
Let's just do it like that. Let's see. Domination. 27. Lord. Sheesh, is there nothing? Turn 6, you have to win there, right? So go with the highest. 5 gives me 5 there. 3, 4, 5. You has to play more there, right? Which means you skill better. Okay. I think we walk away with it, y'all. Could be wrong though.
I'm about to juice this up.
GG's WP.
Victory.
That's it. 63. I don't think I'm doing too bad, y'all, in the grand scheme of things. So that concludes the YouTube video. Definitely feel free to like, follow, share, subscribe, comment below. All of the good stuff, y'all. Let's just take a quick little gander before we end. I want to see how high it goes. So he was a 63, he was above Diamond. Player before that was Vibranium. I haven't played any Omega level players yet, but I played to Galactic. Lost earlier in stream by 1 point to a Galactic individual, and that was the Thanos deck. He was at 94, 95. So, yeah, man. I think that wraps it up. Once again, definitely appreciate each and every one of you. There will be more Marvel Snap content coming. Definitely go back, check out the blog post. You can read through all of it. I just skimmed through things because I didn't want the video to be just me reading. I wanted y'all to see my deck in action. Wanted to give you my thoughts, you know, just from out of my head, you know, verbalizing it. And then, of course, the blog post, you know, just in depth of typing everything out. You can go back and check it out. Till next time, appreciate each and every one of you. Take care. And yeah, prayerfully we can do this again another time.